For decades, American wheat was the undisputed king of global grain markets. Buyers from Paris to Manila relied on Kansas hard red and North Dakota spring wheat as their gold standard. But in just 2 short years, everything changed. By mid-2025, major importers like France, South Korea, and Mexico were quietly shifting their contracts to Canada and Australia. This wasn't just about price. It was a fundamental breakdown in trust. The first cracks appeared in the Philippines. San Miguel Foods, one of Asia's largest millers, shocked the industry by canceling a 110,000-ton U.S. wheat order in early 2025. Instead, they turned to Canada's Viterra and Australia's CBH Group. The reason? Hidden costs buried in insurance premiums. Due to growing concerns about U.S. political instability and port delays, insurers began charging nearly double for American wheat shipments compared to Canadian grain. Europe told an even more damning story. French imports of U.S. wheat plummeted to their lowest level since 2002, despite America's superior protein content. The culprit? Paperwork. As the EU rolled out strict new carbon tracking requirements, U.S. exporters struggled with outdated PDF reports, while Canadian farmers offered real-time QR codes showing exact emissions from field to port. South Korea's rejection hit hardest. When Seoul slashed allowable glyphosate levels to 30 parts per billion, U.S. wheat shipments kept failing tests, some showing residues up to 400 ppb. The result? Nearly a third of American shipments got stuck in Korean ports for retesting. Meanwhile, Canada's drone-powered precision farming had already cut pesticide use by 45%, making their grain the safer choice. Mexico's switch was all about logistics. As border inspections for migrant crossings snarled truck traffic, adding 12-hour delays to every load, Canadian railways offered a smooth, fast lane from prairie fields straight to Mexican mills. The numbers spoke for themselves. Canada's share of the Mexican wheat market surged to 38% while America's portion got cut in half. Back in the Midwest, the consequences were devastating. Kansas grain elevators overflowed with unsold wheat, driving prices below the break-even point for family farms. Economists warned of 45,000 job losses across the region if trends continued. The USDA proposed solutions, digital tracking systems, political risk insurance, but these reforms languished in Congress. Meanwhile, Canada and Australia kept innovating, embedding blockchain technology into every grain shipment while U.S. farmers struggled with 20th-century paperwork. This isn't just a story about agriculture. It's about how geopolitical instability, technological stagnation, and bureaucratic inertia can unravel decades of market dominance in frighteningly short order. Unless America acts fast to restore its reputation as a reliable supplier, the golden age of U.S. wheat may end not with a bang, but with a quiet signature on a Canadian contract. The world's message is clear. They don't want the cheapest wheat anymore. They want the supplier they can trust. And right now, that trust is flowing north. The decline of American wheat isn't just a market shift, it's a warning. In today's global economy, reliability trumps price, and innovation beats tradition. If the U.S. wants to reclaim its throne, it must modernize fast, or risk watching its breadbasket turn into a relic. Thanks for watching. Hit like if you learned something, subscribe for more deep dives, and let us know in the comments. Should Washington step in, or is this just the free market at work?